see here. Alright. And I'm back. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see how dish goes. Dish goes, dish goes, dish goes. So a couple things. The Nano is going, so that's pretty awesome. I'm behind on my daily word count, but it's because I hit a plotting snag. Not really a plotting snag, but because I'm putting this story together with like 4 other stories I have, like that they all belong in the same universe and the characters cross over and stuff. Um, I have to really make sure that I'm not fucking anything up when I am um, putting stuff together. So basically, I want to have a commissioner come in, but I kind of just threw 2 new characters at the readers in the last chapter with the mention of 3 others. So it might be better if I don't add to the info dump with adding another character in at this time. Maybe I'll do it a little bit later. So there's that. Right now, I am reading City of Flaming Shadows by Grant Stockbridge, aka Norvell Page, and yeah. So this is the 4th Spider book, and I remember getting this. I got this at the Iliad, and I'm just like checking it out, and I opened it up, and I paid $7.50 for this book. Can't believe I did that. Coming across a spider book is so rare. I'll pick it up no matter what. But at a fucking used bookstore, almost $8 for that. That's bonkers. So that's going on, and it's good so far. It's your typical spider story so far. But I just watched the Luke Cage season on Netflix, and I was totally ready to hate it because everyone was talking bad about it for the most part that I heard. And I thought it was really good. And there were a couple times the heart wants what it wants, even if it's an $8 used book. No shit, Peter. That is exactly how that happened. And I'm sure Zoe was there trying to talk me out of it too. So that's just splendid. But anyhow, so Luke Cage, it's actually really good. Like, some people said that like it was like too black or something like that. But like, I didn't grow up watching them, but I spent a large chunk of my life watching blaxploitation films and just like watching like Pam Grier and the Hammer and it it's like if you like blaxploitation stuff like Black Caesar, Coffee, Foxy Brown, like what's another good example? Sweet Sweetback, and then Shaft and all that other stuff. If you have ever watched those, like there were probably 2 scenes out of the whole season that I thought were a little heavy-handed, but other than that, it was like so like typical blaxploitation stuff. And I know that's probably not exactly what you should be saying, but Luke Cage was made because of that film movement becoming popular. And just like Iron Fist was put together because of the rise of the Kung Fu film and all that stuff. So, like, putting that, like, 70s spin on Luke Cage, I thought worked really, really good. It had pretty good characters. There were a couple characters that I was like, ugh, whatever. But for the most part, it was really good. And like, I just watched Daredevil and Jessica Jones too, and I loved both of them. And like, I've heard a lot of people talk crap on Iron Fist, and I'm gonna start watching that. And all of this was just because I wanted to watch The Defenders, because the fight scenes in Daredevil are so flippin' amazing that like I just like couldn't like wait to see him do some more stuff. But then that's the other thing too, because Luke Cage's big thing is that he's bulletproof. Like almost everything is like dudes like shooting him up and just like completely lighting him up, and then he just like gets shot with bullets. And then they're like afterwards they're like, oh my god, I forgot he's bulletproof. I have seen season 2 of Daredevil. I like season 1 better, but that has a lot to do with like I liked how he was like depicted. Like I liked his uniform or his costume. Um, yeah, definitely. Watch season 2 of Daredevil first. Best scene, the car door. The car door in Daredevil or the car door in Luke Cage? Because I don't think you've seen Luke Cage. There's this bitchin' scene with a car door in Luke Cage. I won't spoil it, but it was pretty epic. But yeah, I like the first season of Daredevil better than the second. I wasn't a huge fan of his costume once he got it made. Oh yeah. The Wilson Fisk bit with the car door, yeah, for sure. That was epic, yeah. And actually, I thought I was gonna hate D'Onofrio playing Kingpin, and I thought he did great. I thought he was like probably the best out of that whole thing. Like he was really, really good. But anyhow, I was just really taken aback about how good it was. He is a really good character. And the funny thing is, like, you would think because of the comics and how long the comics have been going and how broad the comics are, that you would get a good taste of Kingpin in the comics. But I think the show, and I think this is the only character that I could say this about, but the show really made Kingpin human. Like, made him like a compassionate character, even though he was a baddie. I just thought it was like really, really good how they did that. But again, the Luke Cage thing, if you haven't watched Luke Cage yet, watch Luke Cage because it is worth it. And I hope I'm going to be saying the same thing about Iron Fist. I really, really do. I am excited for The Punisher. I just don't know. I don't know exactly what they're going to do with it. Is it going to be like in the same like Hell's Kitchen world? Okay, have I? I haven't watched the last season of Bates Motel. Um I really want to. I almost feel like it's been so long since I think it was the third season was the one before this last one. And I feel like I'm going to forget. Like it's been so long since I've watched Bates Motel that I'm afraid I'm gonna just like not know what's going on. Um, it's a prequel. Oh, I didn't know that the Punisher thing was a prequel. I guess that makes sense because I think he's locked up right now in the world, isn't he? Or did he get out of that? No, I think he got locked up. I'm having a hard time keeping track of stuff right now. But anyway, so yeah, everyone watch Luke Cage. And if you haven't watched Jessica Jones yet, watch that too. Because that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Jessica Jones had a lot of like noirish moments, which I really appreciated. So that was really cool. I really should have made a cup of coffee before I started this thing. But what you gonna do? So yeah. Let's see. Is anyone else doing Nano out there in Nanoland? Oh yeah, he was. He was the Purple Man. Yeah, and he's hit or miss for me. Like I really liked Broadchurch, but he always looked like a slapped ass in that show. But I understand why. And I'm like probably the only guy on the planet who really has never watched any Doctor Who. And but I know everyone loves him as the Doctor. So there's that. But if anyone's doing NaNoWriMo and you guys want to be buddies, I am just Paperback Junkie on NaNoWriMo. I'm sure if you put that into the search, you could find me. I'm not really writing a novel. I'm going to try to just write as many words as I can. And I should go over 50. I should like hit like 60 or 70 if I keep this up and everything. But yeah, so that's that. So I guess that's all. I just wanted to kind of check in with everybody and say howdy doody, fresh and fruity. So, you gave up on the first day. Check this out. Every year I've tried to do Nano just so I could like be a part of like a community doing something because writing is such a lonely profession, you know. So, I'm trying to. I think 4 years ago is the first time I tried it, and every single year, by the first or second day, I'm like, "Fuck you!" Like web page telling me when my words are gonna be done, and I get all like anti-authority about it. But other than that, deadlines are great for me. They really get me motivated and get cracking on stuff. And I gave myself until January to get all this stuff done. So when it starts coming out, there won't be like a break if I don't write for a week or if I get sick or if whatever family things go down and I don't write that day. Just so I won't ever be set back to the point where I can't catch up. So, and I think in doing that, it's still giving me like a very lazy, could be a day three communities are overrated. Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I just get like any kind of authority, like, and it's so bad because like my daughter's school, like whenever anything happens to my daughter at school, or a teacher tells her this, that, or the other, I'm like, did you tell him to fuck off? Like, fuck that guy. Like, I'll call your school right now and tell him to fuck that guy. And I, it's so bad. Like, I really need to like bring it back a little bit. Bring it back. But that's how that stuff goes, I guess. So, But yeah, so that's that. Um, but anyway, so um, if you end up going back, look me up. If anyone else is in there, just look me up. It would be fun to try to do this with people. I don't know if that's actually a thing that's going to happen, because by day 3, you really do find out that communities are overrated. So, so that's how that is. So, okay, everybody. I'm gonna try to do some tag videos soon, and I still have a book haul that me and Zoe did that I haven't put up yet. So, I'll probably do that soon too. So, until next time, bye bye.